Like every ballroom dancer I know, my very favorite coaches were my primaries. So these are the people that I saw absolutely regularly like clockwork. In my case, that was Jonathan Wilkins and Katusha Demidova. This was before she partnered with Arunas. They lived in New York. We lived clear on the opposite end of the country. So we flew there every month and we would cram as many private lessons as possible in 10 days. And we would fly there in 10-day increments every month. They spent a great deal of time training in England. And it was so funny. Our posse of friends there who all used them as their primary were like, we always know when Jonathan and Katusha are going to be in town because you show up. So that was great fun and a blessing for me in so many ways. But I had other coaches that were my favorites too. They just weren't my primaries. Number one, this is going to shock you, but he never competed professionally. Here's the crazy thing. My coaches also found him to be their favorite, useful, productive coach. He is well known throughout the world. I do not know a single person who doesn't love their lessons. And he judges all over the place, a very highly respected, politically powerful judge. Though no one's taking for this person for the politics. They are truly taking from this person for wonderful, magical results in their dancing. Number two, there was another couple I loved taking with. They were World 10 Dance finalists, national 10 Dance champions many times over. And our coaches were like, how are you taking from them? They don't specialize in standard. Heck, they could take from you. And our response is because we learn a ton. We leave every single lesson seeing an improvement in our dancing, understanding the message we are hearing. They went to town in those privates, making max use of every minute. Zero platitudes. They would see 3 figures. I hate it. Do this. I don't mind that. I have thick skin. Any professional dancer does. It was very productive, useful info. I like them as people too, but great productivity and results from that coaching. Okay, here's another I loved. Never once competed in international standard, which is my jam. That's what I competed in through the championship level, amateur as well as pro champ level. He was a theater arts champion. So like Liv Strops, I'm sure you've seen it. He was amazing at teaching showmanship. The big picture, getting with your body language. Amazing information that would have never occurred to me in a million years had I not been taught showmanship. And this is what you need to do with your face. And this is how you need to carry your posture on and off the floor if you want to win. Helpful information for results. Okay, next favorite. This was another world finalist, but lived on our side of the United States, so cheaper to fly to and much more accessible to us. This was someone that we could fly to quickly, cheaply. They were a more recent professional. They weren't long-term yet established as pro dancers, so we always were able to book lessons when we wanted. And hey, you can be the best teacher in the world, but if you're not there when your student needs you for that comp, don't be offended if they take from someone else. Students need lessons when they need the lessons. If you cannot provide them, someone else will. And cumulatively, you will learn something from that other person, even if that's not the person you, in an ideal world, would have taken with. But if you find those lessons to be useful, mark my words, you're going to be there with bells and whistles on. And I was there with bells and whistles on. Now, this person's talent was incredible musicality, incredible artistry. He could choreograph a full wall, maybe even a wall and a half, in a single private. Honestly, I've dumped 6 months worth of private lessons into a single teacher that gives me ultimately 3 figures, and they keep futzing around with it, and I never dial anything in, and they can't make up their mind. They can't remember my choreo week to week. Waste of my time and money. I am a driven competitor. I want results. I have limited budget in both in time and in money. I don't have 6 months, hours and 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 hours to learn 3 figures. So loved this person's knack for choreography. So each of these favorites really brought something extremely important and different to the table. Okay, I had my primaries, they're like my lighthouse of my dancing. They coach you not only on the technique, on your choreography. You know they are team you. They want you to live your dreams. They're going to give you honest feedback. Hey, you should or shouldn't take with that visiting coach. They know you're dancing really well. So when you do take from a different teacher, they can probably interpret for you, oh, you took with so-and-so. Well, this is what they meant to say, and they can really support you to get the max value from your dancing with other people. They can give you that political information. They can manage conflicts with your partner. Costuming suggestions. This person is the spine, the skeleton of your ballroom dance career. But those other people brought things to the table too. I had that couple that was great fixes with technique. I had that person, he never competed in standard, but he explained the technique in a way that was innovative. No one else explained it that way. I had a favorite who singularly taught showmanship in a way that no one else even touched on, and it was very helpful for my results. I had another that shined in choreography. So anyway, guys, for me, those are the coaches that float my boat. I've taken with many. I don't dare say them by name because inevitably I would leave out 50 people that are wonderful. Hope that's been interesting. I look forward to seeing you first thing tomorrow morning for some more ballroom dance chat, guys. And hopefully you can find a teacher or teachers that can do those same magical, wonderful things for you and in your dance career. Okay, guys, toodles.